The atomizer is really good, pressurized, controlled. That this is around 70 to 75% there when it comes to being a clone of Guerlain Vetiver, and I feel it's not created for the masses, it's created for the classes. Hey guys, welcome to another video of Scent Saga. This is Deep, and in this video I want to talk about this particular perfume, Seaside Forest by Hasan Oud. You might be wondering, why on earth am I reviewing a perfume which is selling at 1800 rupees for a 50 ml, knowing the fact that I am a middle class perfume enthusiast? And this video is basically trying to answer all those questions to begin with. Okay, now before I even talk about the perfume, I do need to tell you why I got this perfume in the first place. Okay, number one reason was Perfume Guru, because even before I was making videos, or even I was a perfume enthusiast, Perfume Guru was basically making videos, and that is the reason I really trust his words, his recommendations, and I was introduced to Seaside Forest by Perfume Guru, and he basically mentioned this to be a clone of Guerlain Vetiver. So that was one of the reasons, because I love vetiver fragrances, so that was one of the reasons. Number two, I already experienced Hasan Oud's Mystique Sandal as well as Lux Oud in the past. So I was already aware, like, they are not creating cheap quality perfumes. The blend is really good. So all in all, even if I don't like the smell, I know that it's not going to be a cheap smelling perfume. That is for sure. That was number two. And number three was, you have requested a review for this perfume. Since there was no testers available, I had to, get this one just so that I can make a review of this perfume. But I'm pleasantly happy with the perfume, honestly, because summer vetiver goes hand in hand like a good combination for the summer. This didn't disappoint me, and that is the reason I'm making this video about Seaside Forest. So first, let me talk about the presentation. 50 ml bottle, minimal bottle design, just the branding at the front, nothing. The atomizer is really good, pressurized, controlled. I love it. The cap is wooden, juice 50 ml, extra de parfum concentration, 1800 rupees 50 ml. Okay, that's with the presentation. Now, how does this perfume smell like? If you are a layman, let me explain this perfume to you as a layman, then I will talk about the notes. Okay, imagine you standing in a forest, okay, after the rain, and you are getting that earthy, damp smell of soil along with freshly cut grasses around you from the forest, and a little bit of citrusy notes. That is how this perfume will feel. In a hot summery day, this feels really refreshing. Like the ad you saw from Lidl, like, refreshed. That feeling will be, something that you will get once you spray this perfume and you are in a hot summery day. Now for the perfume enthusiast, the notes. Okay, at the top, this has got lemon and bergamot, and the moment you spray it, okay, you are greeted with a citrusy blast. And the perfume is not cheap by any means, okay. This smells really good. The blend is really good. And since this is extra de parfum, so it has got high amount of oil concentration, okay. Now, the top note is, added by or incorporated with the notes of vetiver, freshly cut, clean, grassy vetiver, super clean vetiver, to be honest. And along with vetiver, there is some nuanced spicy notes added over here, which is coriander, dhone pata for Bengali, dhania, people speaking in Hindi. If you crush coriander in your hand, the smell that you get, grassy smell, add that along with it. They have also mentioned nutmeg over here. I get very nuanced hint of nutmeg. They have mentioned tobacco, but my nose does not detect tobacco. That really doesn't mean tobacco is not present. Maybe my nose is not that trained enough. Okay, that's there. And then they have got cedar wood, sharp woody smell, and that is over there. Perfume Guru basically mentioned this to be a clone of Guerlain Vetiver. I would say that this is around 70 to 75% there when it comes to being a clone of Guerlain Vetiver. This is not a one-on-one clone, but it's in the same DNA, very near to that DNA. And while Guerlain Vetiver has a bit more character to it, is a bit more richer, a bit more denser, this on the other hand is a bit more linear, has less character to it, but it's there. Okay. From the moment you spray it till it dries down and disappears, the perfume note doesn't change much. That is the reason I called it linear. In case of Guerlain Vetiver, the case is different. The perfume basically changes in a very nuanced way, but it changes. Okay, that's the only difference. But as a perfume, top notch. I really love the smell, specifically during summer. Okay. Now, in terms of the projection and longevity, this is where I feel a lot of you might be disappointed, because I received a few messages in my DM. Basically, people asking me like, hey, we have seen like Seaside Forest is a really good blend and all. I do get that. But we have seen that the projection is not that beast mode or nuclear mode. The answer is actually true. What they have said is true. This is not a nuclear or beast mode projecting perfume, but I think that the way the perfume was created, this was deliberately done by Hasan Oud, because I have used Luxe Oud and Mystique Sandal in the past. They are very high in when it comes to the projection. Okay, this one on the other hand is a bit on the moderate side of thing, and I think this is very deliberate in their own, because I feel that they wanted to go for a smell structure which is going to be inoffensive and not on your face. Okay, so as a moderately projecting perfume, this performs properly. Okay, and in terms of longevity, if you apply it on your clothes, it will stay easily for like 7 to 8 hours. When applied on my skin, I got a performance of about longevity of about 4 to 5 hours. Now, for this particular perfume, although I usually say that apply perfumes on your clothes, for this particular one, I would say apply it on your skin as well, because vetiver based fragrances usually perform better when they get mixed with sweat. They project better. That is the case with this one as well. Also, this perfume creates a very soft sillage or scent trail around you. So people coming in close vicinity to you will be able to detect the perfume, but anybody like 3 or 4 feet away from you, they won't be able to get the whiffs of this perfume or notice this. But when you are working, okay, like that is what has happened with me when I have applied it on my clothes and I have been working on a hot summery day over here. You tend to get whiffs of this perfume maybe like every 15 minutes or 20 minutes, and kind of this keeps you refreshed during that hot summery day. That is one of those aspects that I really loved about this perfume. Okay, now the pricing. Okay, the elephant in the room, 1800 rupees 50 ml. Is it really worth it? My answer to it is 2 ways. Okay, in case you don't have the budget of buying perfumes in this price range, don't even think about buying this one. Okay, skip it. Chase the designer fragrance clones that you are already doing, and you will be happy with those things. Because if you are spending around 1800 for a 50 ml and then like you're not getting that beast mode projection or something, and you will feel like vetiver, it's better to try the clones. Okay, there are so many clone houses making good fragrances. Go ahead and do that. But if you're somebody who can afford, this kind of perfume pricing, I think you should definitely give this a try. Because you know what sophistication is, you know what blend quality is, you know what rich perfumery is. So for you, I think this is really worth it, because this perfume is highly sophisticated. It's not cheap in terms of the blend quality. I know pricing wise, it's not cheap as well. But I also receive one kind of comment specifically when I create this kind of videos, like, I will add a few more 1,000 rupees and get a designer or niche fragrance. Why buy an Indian perfume? My thing is, what is the mindset of not buying Indian perfumes? I don't understand. Like, why associate cheap and low quality with India? Because Hasan Oud is really trying hard to create a brand which, tells that this is a good quality, high quality, premium quality perfume. But in order to give that amount of premiumness or good blend quality, they do need to spend that kind of money. And when I'm talking about the designer or niche fragrances that these people are talking about, well, yeah, if you have the budget of buying something for 9,000 rupees for 100 ml, I don't think you should even consider this. But if you don't have that money, or you feel that like at 1/3 of that price, I can get something which is like a really good blend quality and premium ingredient, then yeah, obviously you should go for something like this. Okay. So that is my opinion when it comes to the pricing of this perfume. And I feel it's not created for the masses. Okay. It's created for the classes. My personal opinion, don't take it otherwise. Okay. One more thing that I do need to highlight, but this is only for Hasan Oud as a brand. Guys, you guys are creating really good perfumes, but you are missing out on one thing. You're not creating testers. So people will not buy your product until and unless they can understand the difference between high quality and good blend quality versus low blend quality, or cheap ingredients versus premium ingredients. Only when they have tried and they can understand the differences fully, they will actually go ahead and invest in your perfumes. Prior to that, it will be something that they will not be willing to do, because they feel that what if it goes wrong? So I don't know why you guys are not creating testers, but you should definitely create testers around your perfumes, and I think it will reach to a lot wider audience. Okay, this is a constructive feedback that I would like to give you as a brand. Now, I have already talked about the projection, performance, pricing, smell structure, everything, okay, in this video. So I'll now sum it up and tell you exactly what I feel as a conclusion for this video, okay? Hasan Oud Seaside Forest is a really good perfume, almost 70 to 75% there when it comes to Guerlain Vetiver. But as a consumer, okay, if you are above the age of 25, get this one. If you're below 25, don't, okay? Because I don't think Vetiver basically gets associated well with youth. Like youth, I feel is more, should be into more like sweet fragrances, like, you know, not Vetiver. I mean, again, a personal opinion, it can differ from person to person. But if you're somebody who's, you know, already working, is already in a corporate sector, or maybe in an office, you're a doctor or an engineer or somebody, even a teacher, this screams sophistication. And since you're already earning money and you're already watching videos, because I know you're a perfume enthusiast, you can actually safely invest your money in this perfume and you will not be disappointed. Okay. So with that, I will ask one question. If any one of you has already used a product from Hasan Oud, not specifically this, but any product, what has been your experience so far? Please write it down in the comment. I would love to connect with you and, you know, discuss if there is any queries or concerns. And at the same time, if there is any queries related to any other perfume, or you want me to review some other perfume, you have the comment section, as well as you can reach out to me via Instagram and I can respond over there as well. So with that, this is Deep signing off. I'll see you on the next one very soon. Bye-bye.